shall not tolerate corruption. Ours is action now.
Yes.
Action now. Yes. Not to give stories, I will work on you. No, we are working on them.
This week, the fight against corruption continues, and local government minister Balaam Barugahara is increasingly looking like the new Robin and Nabbanja.
When did they start this project?
In July. The activity was started in July. We had the April, July to June.
He is spending less time behind the desk and has since adopted a more field-friendly dress. Interestingly, he can now determine who can drink alcohol, when, and how much of it. With more surprise visits, more officials are being summoned, and coincidentally, cameras are always rolling. It should be recalled that in the previous term of office, Nabbanja became known for turning up at government projects and publicly demanding answers from officials and contractors.
Bringing a new one. Nobody can endure this stuff. They have been like this for 2 years.
This term, Balaam seems to be taking this formula too personally.
Generation must be corrupt-free.
He now lives without his state minister Johnson Mayamba on his back. He inspects projects, conference officials, and pushes for action over suspected misuse of public money. And for many Ugandans, the slogan keeps changing. From Tusaba government Tuyambe, to Mama Nabbanja Tuyambe, and now Tusaba Balaam Tuyambe. Truth be told, corruption does not fear press conferences. It fears consequences. The question is, what happens after the convoy leaves the town? Also this week, we begin where we ended the previous week.
The conditions are unconducive for medical interns to report to their workstations.
8 medical interns returned to court on Monday, August 17. These were arrested during protests over deployment, pay, and welfare. But outside the courtroom, Uganda Medical Association has given the government an ultimatum to either resolve the dispute or doctors could begin a nationwide industrial action. Yet the government insists that their interns should report for duty. On the other hand, doctors say terms are unacceptable. In all this, patients unfortunately have not been invited to the negotiation table. So, will the government find a cure before the doctors prescribe a strike? Over to Balaam Tuyambe. Also this week on Tuesday, August 18, attention returns to Kizza Besigye's treason trial. It is an unusual moment because the state is ready to prosecute. The defense is ready to challenge. The court is ready to proceed. But before all this, the court must first deal with something more basic. Can the accused person physically sit through the trial? Tusaba Balaam abiyingiremu. And away from court, Uganda declared its Ebola outbreak over on July 28. Celebrations followed. Certificates were issued and statements were made. Unfortunately, some border authorities abroad appear to be operating on a slightly different calendar. The United States last week renewed restrictions affecting some travelers who have recently been in Uganda, DRC, or South Sudan. Apparently, being declared Ebola-free and being treated as Ebola-free are two different public health achievements. But in this case, when does Uganda's clean bill of health become acceptable outside its borders? Tata Balaam Tuyambe tudemo kutambula. Also important to look out for this week, government is warning of above normal rainfall, with risks of floods, landslides, lightning, and damaged infrastructure. This means that Uganda has received an advance notice. But will prevention arrive before disaster? Or we shall wait to hold emergency meetings for Balaam to handle everything in the aftermath. And now to the Kampala-Entebbe Expressway probe. The road where motorists pay tolls partly because convenience, apparently, must also come with a receipt. The government says about 129 billion shillings has since been collected, but 122 billion shillings has since been paid to the contractor managing and maintaining the toll system. That rather leaves an inconvenient question. If everything collected goes into running the system that collects it, what else is left for Ugandans?
Why are you tapping before I tell you?
Tata Balaam. And finally, on Saturday, August 22nd, thousands of runners head to Kasese for the Rwenzori Marathon. Hotels will fill, restaurants will get busy, and tourism operators will cash in. We are not yet sure if Balaam will suspend his ongoing tours to run beneath the mountain of the moon. But whatever his decision, Chiyamba ye. When all is said and done, this week, The anti-corruption sweep asks whether accountability can survive beyond the cameras. The doctors are asking the government to fix the health sector before they can stop fixing patients. Kizza Besigye's health will test the patience of the courts. Ugandans are asking when they will be clear to travel again beyond Uganda due to Ebola. Is Uganda ready for the flooding that has been announced? But also Parliament will continue probing inconsistencies in revenue collections on Entebbe Expressway. And while at it, Kasese will cash in on the Rwenzori Marathon on the Saturday. But knowing Uganda, a sprinkle of breaking news here and there could change and shape the news agenda differently. I am Johnson Mayamba, News Radar.